So I'm in a meeting, a really, really important meeting with a lot of really important people, when all of a sudden my phone completely blows up. I came home to a hysterical wife who informed me that Bella just caught a mouse. So lately, Bella has had a great run with small animals: rabbits, moles, squirrels, rats, field mice. She's certainly loving the great outdoors. But my wife, she's hysterical and she wants that dead mouse off the patio right now. So as I stood there looking at this once majestic creature, something about this whole situation just didn't seem right. Right about that time, my kids got home from school and they ran upstairs, and all of a sudden I hear, "Oh no, the hamster escaped!" Now I'm sure already you have connected these two dots together, but you might have picked up through some of these videos that I'm not the brightest person in the world. Plus, I really, for the sake of my child, want that to be a field mouse. And strictly speaking, everything that is immediately observable from the senses tells me that that's a field mouse. It's about the right size and shape. It's the right color. It's more gray, and the hamster was more white. It has the right kind of fur. It's not fluffy and soft. It's kind of mangled and dirty and wet. But still, this is just too coincidental. Call me superstitious, but I just can't believe that there's a dead mouse on the patio at the same exact time as there is a missing hamster upstairs. Quick history lesson, and I'm sure most of you already knew that, but some people on Facebook actually call what I'm about to say indoctrination. I'm not saying any names or anything, but what I just described is the matter that makes up the dead mouse. A long time ago, we used to call that the material cause. And here's the kicker. Despite what you hear in YouTube videos all over the internet, that you can't tell the cause from its effects, matter, or the material cause, it's not actually the only cause. But back during the French Revolution, radicals who were influenced by Enlightenment philosophers such as Voltaire and Rousseau and Diderot, they stormed this building, Notre Dame in Paris. They massacred Catholic religious. They beheaded statues. That doesn't seem to be very reasonable. And they held a festival of reason with an actress dressed up as the goddess of reason, and they renamed this the Temple of Reason. Following these events, the study of philosophy was corrupted or abandoned or replaced. However you feel best describes these events. I mean, I don't want to force my perception of reality upon you in any way. I mean, I want to be completely tolerant of your right to choose. Anyways, my point is, if the material cause is the only way I can actually identify this animal, then I'm going to have to dissect my child's beloved pet, because the exterior accidentals are so damaged, they're not aiding me at all in identifying what this animal is. I'm going to have to take it apart and analyze its genetic makeup to determine what kind of animal this is. Or I could just dust off one of these old books that somehow survived the book burning by reasonable people during the French Revolution. Oh wait, here it is. I don't have to dissect that animal. I can use what's called the formal cause. Wait a minute. Don't mice have tails? That doesn't have a tail. Yeah, I mean, I noticed that too, but I guess I kind of thought that, Bella, I mean, look at it. I mean, it's completely disfigured. I mean, obviously Bella must have gotten some of it. I mean, aren't there any other causes in that book? Yes, there's the efficient cause. What's that? How did that get there? Oh, well, that should be easy. Bella, she leaves her kennel, she runs outside, she sees a mouse in the grass, she picks it up, and then she runs back inside, gets in her kennel. She always takes her treats back into her kennel. So I asked my wife, did Bella stick her nose in the grass when she went outside? To which my wife answers, no, she didn't even go into the grass. She stayed on the patio the whole time. I didn't see her pick up anything. So from this data, I cannot use the efficient cause to determine that that's a mouse. Could the efficient cause explain that being a hamster? Was there anybody else upstairs with the hamster? Yes, it is an indisputable fact that Dewey was the only one anywhere near the hamster. The door was closed, the cage was locked, there were no earthquakes reported in Tennessee that day, and any intruder would have had to get past Gabby, the dog from the last video. Now this is completely extraneous information. It's not essential to the story at all. It's kind of like a scene of Captain America sitting on a bench. It's kind of nice. It adds more meaning to the story. You see, this whole thing is Schepisi Household Hamster 2.0. Many years ago, there was Hamster 1.0. I got talked into this whole hamster theme park thing. It was super expensive. It had slides and pneumatic tubes, lighting and music. There was like this hamster spa. But Hamster 1.0 didn't work out, and that whole hamster theme park thing ended up at Goodwill. So when they decided that they wanted to try again, oh, we promise, this time it'll be different. We can be responsible. I reluctantly agreed. But instead of getting the hamster theme park, this time they got the $5 Cousin Eddie special, which we discovered early on, or I should say Dewey discovered early on, that when it hits the floor, it pops open like a box of kitten caboodle. There were originally 2 hamsters in Schepisi Hamster 2.0. Dash made it at least this far. Butterscotch? But back to my story. With the efficient cause, we can explain how Dash got out of the cage, but we don't have enough variables to explain how he might have ended up dead on the back patio. So I asked my wife, did Bella go directly from the kennel to the back patio? No. That was kind of important information. Where did she go? Well, she ran into the kitchen. The kitchen? Why did she go in the kitchen? Daisy was playing with something, and Bella took it away from her. I assumed it was a sock. Daisy was a puppy at the time, and we had her confined to the laundry room at the bottom of the stairs. Holly pushed open the laundry room door and let Daisy out. Wait. That doesn't sound like Holly. Why would Holly do that? The only time that dog ever gets up is when there's a treat involved. All right, I think we have enough data to determine the efficient cause. Dewey, who likes to eat hamsters, pushed the cage off the table. And Dash, who unfortunately was not available to be here for the filming of this video documentary, crawled through the baby gate into the laundry room where Daisy, as puppies are inclined to do, began to play with or try to eat Dash. And it's guaranteed that when there are treats involved, Holly is going to be there. So she pushes open the laundry room door, which she knew how to do, and clearly she had done, releasing both Daisy and Dash into the kitchen, from which Bella had the perfect viewing angle from her kennel in the foyer. She starts whining. My wife, thinking that Bella needs to go outside, lets her out of the kennel. But instead of going to the back door, Bella storms into the kitchen, where she's able to scoop up this small rodent from Daisy like stealing candy from a puppy. My wife, who up to now had been distracted by Holly being in the laundry room, chases Bella outside. But while she's standing on the patio, she realizes that Bella has something in her mouth. Now, in addition to small animals, Bella has been eating a lot of socks lately. And this is getting to be a real hindrance, impediment, impasse, obstacle. She reaches in her mouth to pull out a sock, but the furry, squirmy sock is moving. My wife screams. Bella freaks out, drops the mouse, runs into her kennel, and then I get all of these texts. Just then, it starts pouring down rain onto poor Dash, who, disfigured and now saturated with water, takes on the accidentals of a mouse. So through the use of the efficient cause, the material cause, and the formal cause, I have completed my investigation and determined that this is actually indeed Dash. But there's more. The final cause. Because the purpose of that hamster was to bring joy to my child, who was no Thomist, but was certainly above average. So as she anxiously searched her room for Dash, I knew my time was limited. Eventually, she would recognize her privation and her sweet little heart would be crushed. So don't you share this video with her. But I rushed to the pet store and I bought Hamster 3.0. No. That's the 12th. I need the 13th. He gets a confused look on his face. I don't know if it's because I'm speaking English or if because he didn't know there was a Pope Leo the 13th. So he walks over to another rope guy and I don't understand what they're saying, but the second rope guy looked